My family constantly leaves me out on every joyful occasion of our family, and my sister's childbirth broke the camel's back. Now I am the one leaving them behind. I have two sisters who I'll call Sally and B. I am close to both, or thought I was. B got married a few years ago and had been having fertility issues. She and her husband finally conceived through IVF, and I was ecstatic for her when I found out she was pregnant. There have been a few times over the years where I've felt purposely left out of things. I was the only one who never got an invitation to B's graduation. When our grandfather passed away, they had a big family get-together a few days later. When B had her baby shower, she organized it on a day when she knew I couldn't attend. Although upset at missing out, I dropped off at my parents a beautiful hamper full of things I'd been buying for the baby, and B included a handmade blanket that one of my aunts hand-knitted for my little boy when she found out I was pregnant 6 years ago. Throughout her pregnancy, B has said that the day she had the baby, she only wanted our parents and her husband's parents to visit the hospital, and that then they wanted the first 24Hers at home by themselves with no visitors, as they have a dog, and wanted him to get used to baby first. Totally understandable and fine by me. B has had multiple medical complications throughout her pregnancy, which has meant she had to have an early C-section. I spoke to B the day before and told her my day was clear, and that if she needed me, she knew where I was and that I couldn't wait to hear from her. On the day, I get an FB call around 1 p.m. from B, in which she and my dad introduced me to my beautiful nephew. I was delighted. B then handed the phone to my mom as a nurse came in. My mom then informed me that Sally was there. My joy turned into devastation. I asked my mom why I hadn't been invited to the hospital too. She said they hadn't thought I'd be able to go because I was working. I told her that was an issue for me to deal with, and that if I'd asked, my manager would have let me leave to enjoy the moment with my family. But instead, they were all there enjoying that beautiful moment without me. Again. I hung up in tears for my mom. I've removed myself from the family group chat. I spoke to my manager at work who said she would have let me leave for the afternoon and was shocked my family had done that. I messaged my mom afterward and told her how upset I was, and her response was, "I'm sorry you feel that way." My manager said she was gaslighting me and said my feelings were valid. Update. So after Thursday, I didn't hear anything from my family at all until today, Sunday. I was scrolling through FB and saw that all of my BIL family were at the hospital on Thursday too. So the only people not invited were myself, my SO, and my son. I messaged my mother after I saw this and explained how I was now even more upset and asked what I have done. She responded that I've done absolutely nothing, not to my sister or anyone. She tried making out that Sally went to the hospital of her own volition, which I do not believe. She would not have just turned up. She would have asked. My mom said that because I was working, they had assumed I couldn't get time off. I explained how I manage my work is up to me. If they'd asked and I'd declined, that would be another matter entirely. Anyway, I've told my mother I'm going low contact, how this isn't the first time I've been excluded, and that I'm deeply hurt by their actions. So that's it for now. I'm going to focus on my little family and my in-laws, who I saw today and were very loving and supportive.